As he told you, he represents BSBI Berlin School of Business and Innovation, जो कि जर्मनी में है. आज हम इनके साथ इंटरेक्ट करेंगे about the college, the facilities for international students, प्रोग्राम्स जो अवेलेबल है यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट्स को क्या बेनिफिट्स मिलते हैं अगर वो जर्मनी में पढ़ते हैं और पर्टिकुलरली इस कॉलेज को वो जाने के लिए स्टडी के लिए अपना चूज करते हैं. तो जितेंद्र जी, प्लीज टेल अस समथिंग अबाउट बर्लिन स्कूल ऑफ बिजनेस एंड इनोवेशन.
Okay, so Parminderji, thank you so much for like this session once again. So as far as BSPA is concerned, this is a B school, as the name suggests, Berlin School of Business Innovation. So we are purely a B school, although we have recently we have added one of the program in health management. We have added some programs in maritime and shipping management. So basically, we have lots of programs. It's a purely B school. Secondly, we are located in the heart of the Berlin city. Berlin, as you know, it's the capital of Germany, and this is also known as the startup capital of Europe. And lots of other USPs like fee structure is very affordable, and part-time jobs are allowed in Germany. So as far as the BSP is concerned, it's a very well managed college. We have students from more than 40 plus nationalities. Okay, we have students from Russia, we have students from Middle East, we have students from Asian countries, and lots of other places like Mexico, Brazil, and Latin America. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a great advantage for students. They would be getting to study in a multicultural atmosphere, which would surely be a big exposure for them. Jitendra, like these are the things which students generally discuss about the college, the facilities, the programs, etc. But these days, the most important thing students and parents are interested is about the support the college is extending to international students. As we know, during this crisis, COVID-19, the health and safety of the students is a big concern for the parents. So we would like you to tell us about the things, the facilities, the help your provider has given to international students.
Okay, Parvinderji, I think before I come on this specifically about BSPI, like what all support BSPI has been extending to all the students, I would like to give you a little bit of highlight or a little bit of idea about like how Germany as a country has helped their citizen and all the people, not only citizen but all the people, whether you are a like foreigner or a local. Germany was the first country in the Europe who has opened their borders. Not only like opened their borders, but Germany was the first country who has controlled and who has successfully managed this virus. And they are the one who has been kind of I think one of the most successful country in handling in terms of the highest recovery rate, the lowest kind of a mortality rate in Europe. And this is the country which has been, I think they have recently introduced one kind of financial help to all the international students. Like students can get interest-free loans up to I think 800 euros per month. Okay, this is given by the government to all the students international. Although they have started with the public universities, but slowly and gradually it will also be given to private students who are studying in private institution. That's number one. Secondly, now as far as BSPA is concerned, BSPA has kind of an open 24 hours helpline to all the students in terms of if they have any kind of difficulties, if they want any kind of help from the college or from the staff. So we have people who have very well kind of experienced team who are consistently in touch with all the students. Number one. Number two, after kind of looking at this COVID-19, when this Corona started, entering in Germany, so we realized it's going to take some time. So the first thing we did is we kind of moved all our in-class lecture to the online classes. That was one, I think, a great thing or great decision which was taken by us, by BSBA management, so that students do not have to worry or do not have to kind of at least they don't have any kind of academic loss because of this Corona. So the classes and everything was going smoothly. In fact, from the past 3-4 months when this Corona has been started.
And that's a great assurance for the students as well as their families. So Jitendra, please tell us something about the programs. Like, what are the popular programs students opt for, options for undergrads, graduate students? What are the admission requirements?
Okay, so as far as programs are concerned in BSBA, as I've started this session saying that BSBA is basically a business college. So apart from business, let me count like all the name of the all the courses. We start from undergraduation program. We have two undergraduation courses, which is like BA in Economics and Business Administration. This is 3 year of degree, and again it's kind of a BBA. Second one is BA with Foundation. So basically, these the difference between two is basically one is a 3 year course and another one is 4 year course. If I move to let's say the PG programs or higher master's program, so we start with MA in International Tourism, Hospitality, and Event Management. It's kind of a hospitality, master's in hospitality. One of the most popular programs we have. Then we have a Global MBA, second most popular program. Third one is basically MA in Finance and Investment, MA in Marketing. We have MA in Maritime and Shipping Management. And recently, we have cooperated with one of the very prestigious US university, which is Concordia University, Chicago, CUC. So this particular university will also be providing us or offering us two of its very popular programs. One is MBA, and other one is MA in Entrepreneurship and Innovation. So these are the list of programs that BSBA has.
And talking about intakes, what are the intakes available? Like, what's the next intake students can apply for?
Okay, so basically we have 3 intakes in a year. We start from February. So February is one of our major intake. Secondly, if there are lots of queries, if there are students who cannot make in this February intake, then we have the next intake, which is May intake, like which was supposed to close at 11th of May this year. But this intake we have extended till July. I think 10th will be the last date to register in this particular intake. Third intake is basically October. So these are the 3 intakes that BSBA has.
Jitendraji, these days there is a regular query from students. As we are aware, like all of a sudden we got stuck in this lockdown. So the students, they were in the process of applying for their admission. Some applied for their English test, but unfortunately couldn't apply. Like they have their queries like, what's the policy for the conditional offer letters? Can they apply like if their English test is pending or some paper is pending? What's the policy of BSBI on that?
Okay, Parvinderji, thank you so much for asking this question because this is very important, and BSBA understand kind of the difficulties that lots of parents and students are going through. There are lots of things which they cannot have, like for example LOR. It's very difficult because the college and universities are closed, so they cannot get it. And then same goes to IELTS or let's say the English proficiency certificates, because I think most of the institutions are closed and the students are not able to kind of sit for the test, and obviously they cannot have the certifications like IELTS or PT or any other English proficiency certificates. So now, when it comes to conditional offer letter, BSBI need only like very few documents. Let's say application form, which probably I think you have, and if you don't have, obviously BSBA, we can share that form with the students. Second is academics. If they have academic, let's say 10th, 12th, and if somebody coming for the master's program, they can submit the bachelor's document also. And I think these are the 3 documents, and the passport also. Passport is very important. If students can have only 3 documents like application form, academics, and passport, they can have this conditional offer letter.
Okay, that's good. Like the documentation is not that lengthy or difficult.
Yes, LOR is not important, and obviously English proficiency certificate is also not mandatory in terms of getting conditional offer letter.
Jitinderji, again a very common query. Scholarship is always an interest for the students. But
if you don't mind, give me a second. I think I need to put my headphone because this disturbance. Yeah.
Yeah. So about scholarships, Jitinderji, scholarships का students information interest है, but now like students are very much interested what kind of scholarships they would be getting, financial discounts, and what are the benefits BSP would be providing to students.
See, basically, as far as benefits to the students are concerned, I think BSBA has been always very kind and very, I would say, flexible in terms of extending fee discount or any other kind of scholarship that we have. As far as because of this COVID-19 situation is concerned, what we have been doing is initially, as you understand, as you know, that the initial deposit required to secure a seat, or let's say the letter of acceptance in BSBI, a student need to deposit 2,000 euros. Okay, but this time, because of this COVID-19 and because of, like, looking at the condition of the students, we are not requesting, we are not asking for 2,000 euros, but just if a student can pay 500 euros in let's say 3 to 4 working days, they can have they can secure their seat also. That's number one. Like from 2,000 we have came up to 500 euros. We don't need complete 2,000. Number one. And after paying this 500 euros in 3 to 4 days, student will having, they will be getting lots of other scholarship. For example, 1,500 euros is basically the scholarship that we are giving to everybody, okay, in all the programs. But just because of kind of, paying 500 euros in 3 to 4 working days, they can have another, let's say, 500 euros up to 1,300 euros, which means from 2,000 euros to 2,800 euros, the total discount or scholarship will be offered, which is, I think, a great, a good amount.
Yeah, it's a great attraction to students.
Yes, it is.
While starting the session, we talked about the online facility you gave to students because of COVID-19. Students really couldn't go to college and study, and they were given a facility to do their courses online. The common query students have these days, like suppose they apply for their admission and get through all the things, but due to travel restrictions, if somehow they are not able to travel to Germany, what impact would it have on their PSW options the students would be getting?
Okay, one of the very important question, and thank you for asking once again this one, because I understand, because these days, as I told you, I'm busy in registration of this July. Okay, because I mean this May intake has been shifted to July 10th. So I have been talking to lots of students. I have been chasing lots of students to register in this particular intake, and I think some of your students is also kind of registering. So I have this. This was very frequently asked question, and this was very common question that if we join these online classes in India, and probably then we spend 1 or 2 months or 4 months or 5 months. So what will happen to our PSW, or is there any kind of a bad effect to our PSW? Right. So I'm very happy and proud to kind of share that Germany is a country. If you spend, let's say, even a 6 months or 1 year in India, and then you go to only for the 6 months. If you spend 6 months of your studies in Germany, you will still get the same amount of PSW, which is 18 months. Like, yes, as if somebody is studying, let's say, the complete course in Germany, or if you spend 6 months of your study in Germany, still you will have the same amount of same months of your PSW, so which is 18 months. So there's not any kind of a difference in terms of having a PSW duration. So duration wise, it will not be affected anything.
It's applicable to both the undergrad courses and grad courses.
Yes, for everybody. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's a big attraction actually. Students,
it
like,
is,
this is a big concern. Like if they study online and somehow are not able to travel, what happens to their say that option?
Well, yeah, I mean, no, absolutely right. Because see, when when the management decided that we should offer this online degree, or online, I mean, not online degree, but online classes to all these students, because they cannot travel to Germany for, let's say, I think 3, 4, 5 months. So this was the very first question that we have asked, like as a BD, I asked this question to the management, whether they will be kind of, there will be any kind of bad impression of these online things, or if there's any kind of disadvantages that a student will get. So I already had this answer. So they are the one who has shared this information with me, and this is officially, I mean, a student can verify this one.
Jatinder ji, I believe we have successfully answered the questions students they regularly ask us. And now again, a very important question about the part-time jobs and the assistance the college gives them. Like studying abroad, it's a very big experience for the student, not just in terms of studying, getting a globally recognized degree, but also having exposure in a workplace which is totally different from their hometown.
Absolutely.
So students generally inquire about the kind of part-time job availability during studies, and does BSBI provide any help in assisting the student placement kind of? If you throw some light on that.
Yes, Parvinderji, as far as part-time job is concerned, I think Germany is one of the best country to kind of to have any kind of job. Okay, whether it's starting from, let's say, especially not only Germany. Let me specifically highlight about the Berlin city because the college is located in the Berlin.
Yeah.
So I think when it comes to about part-time job, so it's a very important thing like what is the city, how developed is the city, what are the companies, whether student had have they have enough options for
Mhm.
part-time, right? So when it comes to Berlin city, as I've said, it's the capital of Germany. And this Berlin city is also known as startup capital of Europe. Why startup capital means whenever any company in the world wants to start their production house, want to start their or expand their businesses in Europe, Berlin is the first choice for them because Berlin is, I think, the government policies are very flexible. Government support all the people in terms of getting financial help or any other help also. So what I'm trying to say is Germany has enough companies, whether it is a big companies or small or let's say the medium size. So students have options from hotels, from restaurant, from a shopping center, from let's say a showroom or cafe. So first thing is they will definitely get the part-time job within let's say 1 or 2 months. Okay, depending on a few other factors also. There's one question like how fast one can get the part-time job.
Yeah.
Obviously I think it varies, it depends on the experience, it depends on like how well connected one is. So
Mhm.
they will definitely get the job, whether it may take 1 month or let's say 3 months, but they will take number one. Number two, Germany is one of the highest paid countries in the Europe. Okay,
Mhm.
the minimum wage rate start from 9 euros and it goes up to around 25 euros. Okay, which is a huge decent amount. So on an average, a student can earn around 1200 to 1600 euros. This is average. But if somebody spend a little more time, or let's say if they have extra free time on the weekends or let's say on the weekdays also, they can obviously work extra hard and they can even earn sometimes 2000 euros also, because we have students who are earning around 2000 euros, which is a decent amount, right, in Germany. So overall base, I would say part-time job is easy to get in Germany. It's just that you need to be well connected to your friends and to the people. And as far as BSBI is concerned, like what all support or what all help we gives to the students,
Yeah.
uh, yes, we invite lots of guest speakers from the different industries, from the different organizations. They
Mhm.
visit the college and they obviously give lectures and they share their experiences with the students. If they
Mhm.
find any kind of potential in among all those students who are sitting in the class, they definitely give them options also. And BSPA has a particular department which we call Student Career Service Center. So this particular department is very dedicated. They work very closely with the different industries, different companies in Berlin city and in Germany. So they are keep on kind of they keep on they are very active on the social media and different platform like LinkedIn. So if any kind of vacancies, if there's any kind of opening that comes to them, and
Mhm.
obviously then they share the same experience or same that opening with the students. And now obviously we connect all the students to the different companies wherever the requirement is. So we try our level best, and we have placed lots of students in different industries also. I can tell you one thing that BSPA has also recruited some of our students. Okay, there are a couple of students who are working with BSPI. They
Mhm.
completed their MBA on some other, I think, hospitality course or some other courses
Mhm.
with BSPI. Today they are working with the BSPI, right? So
That's
what
great.
best can be better than this?
Yeah, that's quite motivating for the students.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Jitendra ji, it was really very good information you gave to our students. Students,
Okay.
I hope you found this session very helpful. Jitendra ji told us everything about the college, BSBI, what it offers to international students. If you have any query about studying Germany, about BSBI, please contact us. We at West Highlander, we are very well equipped to serve you. We are here in Sector 34A, Chandigarh, working to provide you services of study abroad. You need not travel to our office. I understand due to security concerns, आप avoid करेंगे office आना. We can give you Skype sessions, online sessions. We have our experienced admission team who can help you with your admissions and a very experienced visa filing team to help you with all your visa queries. Jitendra ji, once again, thank you very much for this informative session. And we hope the students found it useful and they would get back to us with all the queries they have about studying German.
Thank you so much, Parvinderji, and it was pleasure to interact with you and to meet you after a long time. I think it's been more than I think 4 or 5 months. And
Yeah.
thank you so much, the entire West Highlander team, and you have been great support for us. And all the students, do visit West Highlander if you have any kind of concern and if you have any kind of queries, and if you are planning to study in BSPI Germany, and obviously West Highlander is the best place, and they are the one who has very qualified staff, so they will be more than happy to serve you. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you, Jitendra. Thank you for your help.